That's okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to yoga. We're here at Sika Senior Activity Center, and namaste. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you, Kathy, Jerry, and Richard, and Carrie today. So that we're coming here live at the center upstairs. So anytime you want to check in and come here live, we're here on Mondays and Wednesdays. Wednesday is my recording day. So let's move into the heart chakra. Today it's about green, emerald green, and yes, pink as well. Heart center is just here right between the chest. You can just bring hands over the center of the chest. We're relaxing our shoulders. I'm sitting nice and tall in my chair. I found a chair that grounds me at my glutes, grounds me at my feet. And we're just taking deep breaths here. You can soften, close the eyes. You can find a drishti point right in front of you as well. And we're looking to come back to center, to come back to self. So right now we're just focusing the breath, moving in and out of the center of the chest. And as you focus on the breath, feeling just a little more relaxed as you take these deeper breaths. Maybe you could find the alignment through the spine, the grounding through the feet, the drawing in of the abs so that you can lengthen through the spine, and even the subtle sinking of the chin just a little to lengthen through the back of the neck. We're coming into our Sankalpa. I deeply love and accept myself. Therefore, I forgive myself and others, releasing any past hurts and embracing healing and growth. I forgive myself and others, releasing any past hurts and embracing healing and growth. I forgive myself and others, releasing any past hurts and embracing healing and growth. Let's take a few more breaths here as we center in the heart. Let's go ahead and release from that last big breath. You can blink the eyes open. And I'm going to scoot back so that you can better see. All right, so get comfortable there at home. Make sure that we're stable in our glutes. Our soles of our feet are nice and grounded if we can. If not, maybe use a step, something that you can put under the feet, blocks, or anything you would like. You're looking for knee ankle alignment, toes pointing forward, hip width distance apart. Let's go ahead and start off with inhaling, bringing those arms up. And exhale, just float them back down. Following the breath, take a nice deep inhale. This time, shrug the shoulders up, bring the gaze up between the hands as you stretch up. And exhale, let's come into forward fold. So coming into forward fold over the left, then inhale, root to rise, coming all the way back up. We are gonna shrug the shoulders up and gaze up. And again, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. And this time, let's exhale, find a cactus twist to one side. So hinge the elbows, palms face that way. You're looking towards that way. You're twisting through the waist. Let's inhale. This time, just bringing those arms all the way up and over. We're going to exhale to the opposite side. Inhale, let's take it up and over. And exhale again into your forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. And let's exhale, bring palms together, hands to heart. Let's interlace those fingers. We're gonna stay nice and stable in the feet. Actually, before you interlace those fingers, let's grab a blocker ball if you have it optional. Remember, it is optional, so those of us at home, we can grab a pillow or something to put between the legs. We're trying to bring about an inch or two above the knee line so that we can squeeze those inner thighs. All right, from here, let's go ahead and inhale, bring the arms up. And let's bring one hand to wrist. We're gonna exhale, pull to that side. Inhale, let's just take it back up and let's lengthen overhead. And let's exhale again, pulling to the side, staying stable in the feet. Inhale, up through the torso. And exhale, pulling to the side. Inhale, let's take it up. And exhale, release. Let's go ahead and inhale, bring it all the way back up. Grab a hold of the wrist, exhale to the opposite side. Inhale, when we take it up, let's see if we can pull up through the spine, pull up through the arm. As we find that exhale, you can soften the elbows, you can soften your waist. Let's go ahead and inhale one more time, lengthening through center. And exhale, softening to the side. Inhale, let's take it back up, this time releasing all the way back down, coming back to interlacing those fingers. So we're gonna move through somewhat of a cat-cow. What you're gonna do is stay nice and stable here, pull that fist package forward, let the shoulders come forward, round through the spine, chin into chest, exhale, draw navel to spine. And when you inhale, let's stack through the vertebrae, soften the elbows, hand package comes towards the heart so that you can flip the palms all the way up, squeezing through your waist, drawing the navel in, really sending the shoulders, arms all the way up. Let's go ahead and exhale and come back to that cat-like posture, rounding through, tightening through the navel. And inhale, let's take it all the way back up. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Inhale, taking it back up. Let's go ahead and do 3 more. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Last one. Exhale. Inhale, stack vertebrae, lengthen all the way overhead. And exhale, release the arms. Let's take a moment and just roll through the shoulders here. A lot of work for the arms. And that's what we're moving through, is a lot of shoulder, heart, chest, upper back, arms, all the way through our fingertips when it comes to the heart chakra. Let's go ahead and inhale, bring the arms up and over. And exhale, palms together, hands to heart. Staying stable right here. Let's bring stop sign hands right in front of our shoulders, but then if our elbows are out, let's try and relax our elbows back in because we want to pull those elbows in towards the waist. We're going to move at the waist by staying stable here at our feet and our glutes. Inhale, press forward with one hand, pull back that opposite elbow. Let the shoulder come back as if you're pulling back, sending that first stop sign forward. And then transition through an exhale. As you inhale, that other hand comes forward, the other elbow pulls back and pulls in. And let's exhale, find that transition. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's go ahead and do one more. And release. Let's interlace fingers. See if we can bring it behind the head. Inhale. Let's open up those elbows. Lift through the heart space. Lift through the gaze. Lift the chin. Try to relax the shoulders. Stay grounded in the feet and glutes. And let's exhale, bring chin into chest. Let the elbows come forward and down. Inhale, let's open back up through the heart space. Find that nice expansion. Exhale, releasing chin into chest. This is a good time to expand with our breath as much as we can. Filling the air through the chest and exhale. Let's find 3 more. Inhale. And you can use your own breath rhythm, just finding deep inhales and exhales. We have 2 more. Last one. From there, release the hands all the way down to the knees. We are going to release that ball. As you have a hold of those knees, we're coming into our regular cat-cow. And we might just change that as well. So let's go ahead and exhale into our cat, this time hanging onto our knees. And as we inhale, we are going to take it to elephant instead of cow. So it's just slightly different. Hands on knees. You're going to open up so that the soles of the feet face each other, that the edge of your outer foot is on the ground. And then you're going to stretch just like you would cow, inhaling through the entire trunk of the body, expanding, and then exhale, reground into your cat. Send the back. Inhale into elephant. Still finding extension in the spine, and exhale into cat, finding that flexion. Let's do this a few more times with your breath. Make sure your glutes are nice and stable for this. Let's do it a couple more times. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Finding our last one here. Deep expansion and exhale. All right, from there, let's lengthen up. We're gonna move in. I'm gonna move my ball. But first, I'm gonna show you spinal balance on the chair, and then we'll go process through that out of the chair. So you could come really far back into your chair for more support. I would say that is probably the most beginning part. And what happens is here, hands on legs, you're gonna extend one leg, that opposite hand is going to raise. And we're starting off with dorsiflexion. So with this one, we have some really good support in the back of the chair and beneath us. Inhale, you're reaching and lengthening, and the exhale, you bring it down. Now, if you want it a little bit harder, you're gonna come forward, giving yourself less leverage, less length of the chair, supporting the backs of those legs. Same thing, inhale. You'll notice the leg has to work a little more, especially into our quad and knee. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Now from there, I'm gonna come all the way up and out of the chair for the next set. You can choose option 1, option 2. I'm simply gonna show more options. So out of the chair, option 3, and we have 4. So out of the chair here, your hip width distance apart, soft knees, grounded feet. Same thing, you're going to tighten this glute, hips stay forward. Inhale, raising that hand and drawing the heel back, squeezing the glute. You can have hand on chair or on a wall. Release down. And again, it's opposites. So notice my leg and arm, it is opposite here as I stretch, lengthen, and release. That's option 3. So you could continue to stay there. We are doing quite a few of these. The next option that makes it even harder is hands, fingertips pointing down. Soften knees, still hip width distance apart. You're going to extend leg, opposite arm, but you're going to extend all the way through. Nice flat back, all the way through. Releasing down. On an inhale, you're extending and lengthening. And on the exhale, release. So whichever option you've chosen, we're just continuing to move through our spinal balance, inhaling through extension and exhaling through contraction. And exhale, and part of that contraction is also releasing. Let's find a few more here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's find one more set each side. exhale. Last one. And exhale. Now, if you're sitting in the chair, you can stay seated in the chair and you can bring it up. We are going to come into a chair-like pose. So in the chair, it would be glutes all the way back, hands on chair, hinge forward, pull up, and you're hanging onto the chair. It basically looks like this on the side, so you're hanging onto the chair. Now, for those of us that are out of the chair, hang on to a wall or the back, you're gonna still come to hip width distance apart. You're gonna soften those knees. Bring the hands in front of the chair. Bring those glutes back. You're looking to set the hips back. You might look down to check your knees aren't surpassing your toes. You might find your toes lifting up. Let's go ahead and inhale, press our way up. And exhale, again, flat back, draw back through the tailbone, through the hips, maybe looking down. Inhale, take it back up. And if you're on that chair, remember you're lifting the glutes up out of the chair and then setting them back down. Let's inhale. Exhale. After this, we have 2 more. Always checking in on posture, lengthen back, hips come back. Moving with the breath helps. One more time. And exhale. Inhale, let's take it back up. All right, so if we're out of the chair still, let's stick 1 foot forward. Now make sure you're still on that hip width distance apart. So the other foot lifts up, comes back. It doesn't have to come back very far. So I am at slight of an angle. You're trying to, as if you're on railroad tracks. Feet on railroad tracks, 1 foot comes out, lengthening and out to the side. The other foot straight forward with that knee alignment, with the hip alignment. So hips are forward towards the chair, knee, ankle, toes, all forward. From there, what you're looking for while the knee is bent, you're gonna inhale, bringing both arms up and back, opening through the chest, but make sure the navel tucks in. You wanna send your tailbone down as you open through the chest. Exhale, you're just gonna come back to the chair. Now, if that doesn't work for you, especially for balance, you're just gonna do 1 at a time. So it's same thing, inhale, you're opening through the chest, and exhale, bringing it back. I will go ahead and do the other arm like that. Inhale, opening through the chest, and exhale back. 1 more time, inhale, and exhale. Now from there, let's just step that foot forward, maybe walk it out here for a moment. And as we walk it out, we are gonna come into a downward facing dog. Whether you use a wall or a chair, all you're doing is walking back, hands on chair, hands on wall. Keep those knees soft. Remember, hinge back, pull back towards the glutes as if somebody is pulling those hip creases back. Toes are gonna lift again as you send the head between the arms. And you're really feeling this in the low back as you pull back through the glutes. Let's come into 2 more breaths. From there, start to lift the head gently. Keep those knees soft. You're simply walking back towards your chair. Now from there, again, your feet are hip width distance apart on those railroad tracks. You're lifting the opposite heel now. You're setting it back. Remember to pull it slightly in. Hips might open to that side, but then you're gonna pull those hips back forward to that chair. Knee ankle alignment, toes pointing forward. From there, choices are inhale, bring it up. If you have that balance, expand through the chest, maybe lift the gaze. And exhale, let's take it back to the chair. If we don't have that balance yet today, go ahead and inhale 1 arm, keep the other arm on the chair. Same thing, exhale, bring it forward and down. And then the other arm, inhale, draw it back. And exhale, bring it forward. I'm gonna do this last one with both. Inhale. And exhale. From there, let's go ahead and step that forward again. Walk it out for a moment. And now we're back to that hip width distance apart. Lift the heel, draw it back. Now this time we're going to keep that heel lifted. Start to check in with that front leg. It might be lengthened right now. You're stabilizing mostly on that right or on that front leg. Then you're going to exhale, sink that heel back and down. Sink the heel back and down, toes point forward. This is when the leg is still lengthened in the front, but you can exhale and bend the knee to feel this length on the back. Now, if you're not getting good enough length, you can just bring that front foot more forward and re-bend the knee. So we're not trying to bend the knee past the toes. If you need to have further distance, you're just scrunching those toes forward so that you can bend the knee. And you are looking to lengthen through the back here. Hips are forward like we would for Warrior One. We're pressing down and back. So now that you have this knee bent, let's send energy, tighten the glute back here, send the energy all the way down into the heel and press the heel into the ground. Let's do 2 breaths here. So right now we're really tense. And exhale, you're gonna soften and relax. Then you're gonna bring yourself back forward. And maybe your stance wasn't as lengthened as mine. That was just where I can feel the sensation. So some of us may not have to go to that great length to feel sensation. So move with your body. Back to hip width distance apart here. Simply the opposite heel lifts up. And remember, we're going straight back this time. No opening up the hips or anything. Hips are forward facing. That front knee might be soft or bent. Then you're gonna release back. So now this leg is lengthened here. Heel is pressing down into the ground. Toes all point forward. If you can, start to bend that knee. Keep that heel down and back, pressing down. Remember, if it's not enough sensation, you can always, I scrunch my toes and kind of walk them forward, and then I re-bend my knee, because you never want to bring that knee past your toes. So now that you feel like maybe you have good enough sensation, I do, you're gonna concentrate on that back glute. So the back glute, you're squeezing, you're pressing down, try to squeeze the quad muscle as well, so that kneecap is squeezed, and you're really now pressing down through the heel. You feel very active on that side. From here, let's come into 2 breaths. Keep it active. 1 more deep breath. And gently soften, release that activity. Let's step it forward. Maybe walk that out. We're gonna come all the way back to the chair. So coming back to our chair. And while we're at the chair, let's go ahead and grab our belt. All right, I promised a lot of arm stuff today, a lot of shoulder stuff, so we'll get right into it. Now for this one, what I'm looking for is wide length, and I am looking for lengthened elbows here. So if it's not possible to do this number all the way back, or it's very uncomfortable, or you have any shoulder issues, what you're gonna do for me, instead of grabbing a belt, you're just gonna inhale, bring those arms as wide as you can, and exhale, bring it back and down. So you're just gonna make big circles. All right, let's stay nice and grounded here in the feet. Strong legs, drawing in abs. Let's inhale, bring it up. And exhale, bring it slowly back and down. Inhale, let's take it up. And exhale, slowly down. Inhale, taking it up. And exhale, back and down. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Allow the breath to be smooth, flowing, deep breaths. And exhale. Let's go ahead and keep that belt on the lap. We will come back to it. Let me scooch on over to grab my ball again. So maybe grabbing that thing that is going to stabilize our lower body, squeezing and pressing down. Again, let's go ahead and release that. Let's inhale, bring the arms up and over. And exhale, release. Release to palms facing upward. From the palms facing upward, Let's now slowly rotate those palms forward. And see if we can slowly rotate the palms down. And then try to rotate till the palms move back and the thumbs move down. Pinkies are now on top. See if you can rotate a little bit more. You'll feel those shoulders roll forward and it may feel funny. Let's go ahead and unwind that, but take your time slowly through that shoulder joint. And if this is really uncomfortable for you, I'm still slowly rotating. So now we're to palm up, thumb behind us. I'm going to continue to try and bring those palms back, and you'll find that the shoulders want to roll back, the upper body does. Let's go ahead and slowly roll it back forward. Now what I was saying before is if the shoulders are hurting here, you can do the same thing at this level if it doesn't hurt. So what you want to do at this level, same thing. You're just going to roll as far forward as you can. And then you're going to roll slowly. So we're just slowly moving, feeling into those shoulder muscles as they move around. I'm trying to rotate the hand back now, or the hands back. And all the while, our navel's tucked in. It's lengthening through our back. So we want to still keep our posture as we move. And we want to keep that breath fluid and connected. Let's go ahead and take another nice deep breath. Reminding us of our posture, our alignment as we twist through. And one more time, just come back. Let's rise those arms up if we can. You could always keep them lower. We're going to look over one side for our warrior two type stance here. So looking to that side. Let's take a couple more breaths. Now on our next breath, we're going to look to the hands. And we're going to release both at the same time, but still looking to that one. Allow the chin, allow the hands to come all the way down. Allow the chin to sink. Maybe now you feel more sensation on the back of the neck and side. You can take that same hand you just released and bring it up to the crown and gently add a little pressure here, stretching the back of the neck. Let's find one more breath. And then gently release that arm, that hand, all the way down, and relax the chin across the chest until you come center of the chest. Inhale, let's shrug the shoulders all the way up and just lift our gaze, maybe squeeze fists here. And gently release. We're gonna take it back to warrior two arms. Remember to relax those shoulders, lengthen through the fingertips, palms face down. Let's look over the opposite side. And we're going to take a few deep breaths here. Let's find one more deep breath. As we exhale, float both arms down. You're looking to that same side though, to those fingertips all the way down. Chin sinks down towards the armpit. Same side hand that you look to, go ahead and gently bring it up, spread through the fingers, crown of the head, and gently allow yourself to add weight to the head. Taking a couple more deep breaths. And let's gently release that hand all the way down. And start to move the chin across the chest until we come back to center. Let's inhale, bring those arms all the way up. And let's see if we can grab our elbows. If we feel curved and rounded here, or as we grab our elbows, let's ground our feet. Lift through that torso. Lift tall, bring the gaze forward. Feel the stretch here between the rib cage, especially on the sides of the body. So maybe take a moment like me, staying nice and stable. And sometimes we forget about that stability ball or square that we have between the legs as we concentrate on all these other things. So sometimes that can fall. It did in our case here. All right. From that movement, let's go ahead and gently release that. And I am ready to release that ball, that block as well, because I feel like I'm going to come to that. All right, we're going to take back to the belt again. This time it's going to be a short stance, and we're going to bend our elbows. So let's take that short stance, maybe shoulder width distance apart here. You're going to lift all the way up and over. And this is what I like to call our moonflowers as well. It's the same thing. So you're going to exhale, bend those elbows, hang on to that belt, comes behind the head, elbows out. Now let's pull those elbows into the waist or into the rib cage. Bring the gaze forward. As you do this, you'll feel those shoulder blades squeeze towards the midline, and the shoulders are shrugging towards each other and pulling down the back. That's what we want. Let's go ahead and inhale and take it all the way back up and over. So we're activating between our shoulder blades and our shoulders. Exhale, bring it back. If the head tilted down, no problem. Start to pull those elbows in, bring the gaze back forward. Really pull elbows in, squeezing those shoulder blades back together. And let's inhale, take it up. And exhale, bring it back down. Squeeze elbows in towards the waist or the rib cage. Inhale, take it up. And exhale, back behind the head. Elbows come in towards the rib cage. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do our last one here. Inhale, stretching up overhead. And exhale, behind the head, elbows into the rib cage, gaze forward. And let's go ahead, bring it up, over, and just release that belt. So maybe we're moving through these shoulders again. Let's go ahead and inhale up and over, and exhale, release. Now as we release back down to our sides, let's inhale back and up, and exhale, forward release. Let's do this a couple more times. Inhale up and over, and exhale, release back and down. Inhale, back and up. And exhale, release forward and down. One more time. And that opposite way. And exhale, release. All right, from there, let's take one arm. As it starts to relax that shoulder, arm comes across your chest. You're going to take your hand, here's the elbow, at least my elbow, anywhere is between elbow and shoulder, because you want to bring that arm close as you can to your chest, to your body. Try not to let that shoulder get too high. If you're squeezing the shoulder, relax the shoulder. It'll still be lifted, but it's in a relaxed state as you essentially pull towards your heart space. From pulling towards that heart space, let's go ahead and tilt the head towards the shoulder. And you're just tilting the ear towards that shoulder. Let's go ahead and find an inhale back up through center, and an exhale tilting towards the opposite shoulder. We'll do this one more time. Inhale through center, exhale, tilting the head to one shoulder. Inhale back through center, and exhale, tilting the head towards the other shoulder. Inhale, let's take it back up. And as we're here, release that. Let's inhale, bring the arms up and over. And exhale, release. Opposite arm's gonna come across the chest. You're looking to come somewhere between the elbow. You can grab a hold of elbow if that's more comfortable for you, or if that's where you're at, you can grab your shoulder, you can grab between the elbow and the shoulder. You're looking to relax both shoulders, and you're looking to pull towards your heart space. You're feeling the stretch in the arm and in the shoulder. And you might be relaxing into this a little bit. Let's go ahead and lengthen through the crown of the head. And exhale, tilting the head towards one shoulder. Inhale back to center. And exhale towards the opposite. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, settling. Inhale, let's lift through center. And exhale, settle to the opposite side. Inhale, center. And exhale, gently release that. From that release, take the hands interlacing behind our back. As you get the hands interlaced, fingers interlaced, see if you can start to press the knuckles down towards the chair without compromising your waist, your back. So if you start to feel the back arch and you're moving into this, what you want to do is draw the navel in towards the back, send the knuckles down, let the shoulders roll back, let the shoulders open through the chest. So this is more about the chest. Your abs are nice and tight, rib cage edges knit in towards your navel. You're pressing down through the soles of the feet so you have full body tension here. You're sending those shoulders back towards each other and down towards your seat. Take one more breath here. And exhale. You're going to soften and release that. From there, we're going to do one more exercise for our arms. And it is, again, going to, oh, you know what? It's going to be skipped. We'll do it next time. So it is time for Yoga Nidra. Just did not realize how much time was going by. So just remember, Yoga Nidra is about coming back to yourself. It is a meditation that brings you into a deep state of relaxation. This is to bring clarity and bring yourself back and bring connection and awareness to your body and mind. So let's get ready to relax, get ready to connect, especially to the heart space today as we relax back into this Yoga Nidra meditation. All right. All right, so for Yoga Nidra here, what you're wanting to do is find that space of relaxation, even if you're in a chair. So if you happen to be at the office today needing this deep relaxation and you're sitting in your office chair, make sure to kind of find that relaxation where you can allow the back to be supported by the chair. Now, if the head is not supported here, you're simply going to take the chin and draw slightly down towards the chest or neck space. This will help relax the mind. You're going to try and bring palms facing upward. I like to rest them on my lap if I'm sitting on a chair. If you happen to have some space to lay back and down, maybe an easy chair, couch, bed, or possibly on the ground, pulling the legs up, maybe over a chair to help support your low back and bring all the blood and energy back to the heart space. So here, as you get ready for your Yoga Nidra practice, you are finding movement, maybe finding little bits of movement as you start to find your space. Wherever that space is, hopefully it's quiet so you don't get disturbed here. And try to start relaxing into this by taking deep breaths. As you take these deep breaths, you're feeling into the back of the body. Can you relax a little bit more into the back of the body? Can you release? Can you let go and allow yourself to be supported? Relaxing the chin just below the level of your forehead helps our mind relax. Relax the shoulders. Allow the arms to be open if you have that space. Relax the joints of the arms, relaxing through the back, the glutes, the pelvis, and thinking of the legs here. Knees can be bent, knees can be soft. You could have extension through the legs. If you happen to have extension through the legs, let's find a wider stance that allows our feet to open. If you find knees stacking above the hips and legs over a chair, just relax. You're looking to allow the body to relax in the most comfortable space. Here we're going to move into our box breath. I will be counting for you, and you're just listening Inhaling here. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. 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 Hold. Exhale. Hold. Let's inhale all the way to the top. Holding the breath, squeezing the inside as if we're squeezing through a straw at the base of the spine, through the center of the body, all the way up to the crown. And when you're ready to release this pressure, exhale through the mouth. Allow yourself to come into your neutral, natural breath. As you relax back in to this natural breath, you're a little more relaxed here as we come to our Sankalpa, our one-pointed resolve. I deeply love and accept myself. Therefore, I forgive myself and others, releasing any past hurts and embracing healing and growth. I forgive myself and others, releasing any past hurts and embracing healing and growth. I forgive myself and others, releasing any past hurts and embracing healing and growth. And as you take these words deep into the heart space, center of the chest, let's bring our awareness to the center of the chest. From there, moving gently just a little to the left side to feel the heart beating. Can you feel your heart beating within your chest? And with these deep, slow breaths, can you slow the heart beating? Relaxing the heart, relaxing the breath as we move center of chest. Awareness in the left fingertips. Bringing your awareness to the tips of the left fingers. Can you find your heart beating here at the tips of the left fingers? And once you felt your heart beating at the tips of the left fingers, relax and bring that connection of the heart in through the fingertips, through the fingers, into the palm of the hand. Relaxing the left wrist, connecting through the forearm. Relaxing left elbow, connecting through the upper arm. Relaxing through the left shoulder as you connect to the center of the chest. Taking a deep breath, feeling connected to the left arm. Finding this connection in the center of the chest as we expand out our awareness to the left side of the chest. Releasing and connecting to the left rib cage, the left waist, the left hip, releasing all the way down to the pubis bone, connecting to our sacral space just below the navel, connecting to our solar plexus just above the navel, connecting to the center of the chest. Feeling the heart beating once again as you relax center of the chest. Now let's bring our awareness to the left toes, to the tips of the left toes. Can you find your heart beating here at the tips of the left toes? When you feel your heart beating from the tips of the left toes, drawing that energetic line into the sole of the foot, connecting to the top of the foot, the heel, the left ankle relaxes, connecting through the left lower leg, expanding through the knee space, connecting through the left upper leg, relaxing into the left hip, and from the left hip that connection moves to the navel, and from the navel to the center of the chest. Coming back to your heart beating, to the center of the chest. Feeling connected now to the left side of the body, to the left leg. Feeling completely connected on the left side of the body. Center of the chest. As we bring our awareness now to the right fingertips, can we feel our heart beating in the right fingertips? Once we could feel the heart beating, drawing that energetic line through the tips of the fingers, the palm of the hand, relaxing right wrist, connecting right forearm, relaxing right elbow, connecting right upper arm, right shoulder, center of the chest. Feeling our heart beating once again. Feeling into this rhythm as we connect it to the right arm, the right hand. And now center of the chest. Relaxing the right side of the chest. Releasing through the right rib cage, the right waist, the right hip, all the way down to the tip of the pubis bone. Relax, connecting to our sacral space just below the navel. Connecting to our powerhouse, the solar plexus just above the navel. Connecting to the heart of integration, center of the chest. Feeling the heart beating. Feeling into the rhythm of the heart at the center of the chest. And now bringing relaxation and awareness all the way down to the right tips of the toes. Can you find your heart beating at the right tips of the toes? And once you feel the heart beating at the right tips of the toes, creating that energetic line through the toes, connecting to the sole of the foot, the top of the foot, the right heel, the right ankle, relaxing as you connect through the right lower leg. The right knee relaxes, expands, connecting through the right upper leg, the right hip, navel, center of the chest. Taking deep breaths, feeling this connection to the heart as you feel your heart beating once again. Feeling connected now to the right side of your body, the right arm, the right leg, connecting to our vital life force, our heart, the center of the chest, allowing us to integrate these energies as we take our awareness now to the crown of the head, to the top of the head, finding the heartbeat here. It may be the most ominous place to find your heartbeat. It might help to visualize the soft spot of a baby. When you visualize the top crown of the head of a baby, you see their heart beating through the soft spot. Visualize that for yourself, finding the heartbeat at the crown of the head. And once you've found that heartbeat, allow yourself to connect connecting into your mind, into your third eye space, expanding through wisdom, and moving down as you relax the face and the jaw, moving through the bottleneck, your neck, as you relax through that channel of purification to the base of the throat. And from the base of the throat, connecting down to the center of the chest. Feeling connected to your heart space once again. And now feeling fully integrated. Expanding this vital life force from within. Feeling your heart beating. As you allow this expansion with the breath and energy to move throughout the body. Feeling alive in the fingertips, feeling alive at the toe tips, feeling alive at the crown of the head and within your mind. Taking these deep breaths of integration to the heart space as we bring it back to our one-pointed resolve. I deeply love and accept myself. Therefore, I forgive myself and others, releasing any past harms and hurts as I embrace healing and growing. I forgive myself and others, releasing any past hurt, and I embrace healing and growth. I forgive myself and others, releasing any past hurts and embracing healing and growth. Taking these deep breaths here, connecting to the center of the chest, connecting to our heart, our vital life force of breath and energy. As we feel connected here, more alive with the breath, as we take these deeper breaths, we are moving through our fingers, our toes. We are starting to make those little bits of movement to awaken the body and mind. Find yourself moving slowly, still integrating, taking deep breaths, allowing this integration, moving head and neck possibly. And when you feel ready, allow yourself to take that wonderful stretch all the way through the body if you can, maybe just overhead if that's your option. And once you've taken that beautiful stretch of reawakening, start to bring yourself a hug here, whether it's knees to chest or hugging those shoulders in. Maybe you're on the floor and you get a chance to hug those knees into chest and just really round the back. Even if you're on a bed or couch, you could squeeze in and just give yourself a hug here. Finding gratitude and love for yourself. Gently rocking side to side as you find one side or the other. And this, once you find that fetal position, maybe you open the eyes, blinking them open. And slowly starting to lengthen back up into your sitting position. Thank you everybody for joining me. Yoga Nidra is complete. Om Shanti Shanti. Be safe out there, drink lots of water, enjoy your weekend. And thank you Kathy, Jerry, Richard, and Carrie live here today. And thank you Becky, it's nice to see you again. Glad to see you on at least this. And hi Erin, it's nice to see you from Florida as well. I always love to see your face as well. So enjoy anybody and everybody that also comes online. We'll see you later.